In 16th century England, one king's obsession with a woman led to a showdown with the Pope, the creation of a new church, and the beginning of a religious revolution. This is the story of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn, a tale of passion, politics, and betrayal. Henry VIII ascended the throne in 1509. Young, charismatic, and eager to prove himself, he married his brother's widow, Catherine of Aragon, to solidify ties with Spain. But over the years, their marriage brought him only one living child, a daughter, Mary. For a king, lacking a male heir meant instability. Dynasties fell without sons. Henry grew anxious. He saw his legacy slipping away. Into this fragile court entered Anne Boleyn, sharp-tongued, stylish, and strikingly confident. She had spent time in the French court, gaining not just charm, but a refined sense of power. Unlike her sister Mary, who had been Henry's mistress, Anne refused to surrender herself. She held out for something greater, the crown itself. Henry became obsessed. He pleaded with the Pope to annul his marriage to Catherine. But politics stood in the way. Catherine's nephew was Charles V, the Holy Roman Emperor and King of Spain. At the time, Charles was the most powerful ruler in Europe, and the Pope couldn't afford to offend him. So he said no. But Henry was not a man to take no for an answer. With the help of his advisor Thomas Cromwell, he pushed through the Act of Supremacy in 1534. Declaring himself the supreme head of the Church of England. Rome was out, the king was in. In May 28, 1533, Henry secretly married Anne. Soon after, she was crowned Queen of England. As queen consort, not a ruling monarch, she was given the full ceremonial title of Queen Anne, but her status was always under pressure. Anne was bold and outspoken, and that made her many enemies at court. Then came the blow. She gave birth to a girl, Elizabeth. No son. As her political influence faded, rumors of adultery, and even witchcraft began to spread. In 1536, Anne was arrested, tried for treason, and beheaded at the Tower of London. Her reign as queen lasted just 3 years. Anne Boleyn's death shocked the kingdom, but her daughter, Elizabeth, would one day become one of England's greatest monarchs. And Henry's break with Rome marked the birth of Anglicanism, all from a love that defied an empire. Henry VIII's heart reshaped religion, royalty, and the map of Europe, forever.